Hey YouTube, what's going on? Nick Cooling here. Welcome back to my channel. We're getting into Death Angel today, Mistress of Pain. This is requested by SF Jarhead. He didn't request a song, Mistress of Pain. He just said do Death Angel, so I figured I would look up their highest rated album, which was their first one. I think at like an 8.7 out of 10. Impressive. And I went through the comment section, and Mistress of Pain seemed to be a lot of people's favorite track, so I figured I would check it out. Now, I know of Death Angel. I heard of them. I think I listened to a few songs back in the day, but I'm not too familiar with them. I know they're a thrash metal band. They're like a Bay Area for when they started anyway. And they're probably like the other big four, you know, the ones who didn't make it, like Overkill, Exodus, like that, the bands like that, Testament, like the other four that just didn't get the recognition that they deserved. Well, I'm gonna find out because I'm not too sure about this, but I'm excited to listen to it. It's off the Ultra Violence record, their debut. So let's just get right into it, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Cool. This is like just like a hard punk song, you know? Awesome. And it quickly turned into a thrash metal song. Interesting vocals there. It almost had a little bit of a Anthrax vibe to it, the vocals. Yeah, this is pretty relentless, this non-stop, right? Mistress of Pain, I'm liking it so far. Like I said, it started off with like a more like a hardcore punk song, and then it just moved right into thrash metal. Yeah, and this came out in 87, I think it said, so that sounds about right for the sound. Everything's black, but you're turning white. I like that line. You getting scared? You getting sick? Everything is black. Everything is, I don't know, evil. I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics, to be honest. Mistress of Pain, though. Sounds interesting. I want to look them up. Sorry to stop it again real quick, but his voice there went like screechy a little bit. Yeah, that little part there I picked up. It was talking about the Mistress of Pain. The woman is gonna beat you around and shit. That was almost like a Seek and Destroy part, but on the bass. Cool stuff. Such raw vocals. I'm loving it. He just don't give a fuck. Uh, yeah, and you listen to like Slayer's debut or uh, Anthrax's debut. They have sometimes when they go high like that, they cut off, and that it's just awesome that how they just didn't really give a fuck. Vocals wasn't the point of this. It didn't matter how the vocals sounded. Ask Dave Mustaine. The solo wasn't half bad either. This is just in your face, and I like the album name, The Ultra Violence, because that's like this is a pretty brutal thrash metal for the time, you know.
Mistress of Pain, native domination. Executed is our plan upon the public
I always love how these old thrash metal bands always had like a cool little ending with the drums and that. Mistress of Pain, pretty cool song, man. This is the Death Angels debut album, so they started off pretty strong. I heard that their sound changed over the years, though some like it and some don't. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is interesting. I really enjoyed his raw vocals. How he did a few like screeches. He went really high pitch, and like I said, he just didn't seem like he cared at all what anybody thought, which I appreciated. They're not trying to be commercial or nothing. And this was very in your face thrash metal, like on the edge of death metal at the time. It's 1987 there, especially with the name Death Angel, the ultra violence. But it also had some like hardcore punk vibes, well, which is what thrash metal is partly made out of, and new wave of British heavy metal. But you can really see that in the song. Uh, yeah, it was just a pretty good song. Solo was pretty neat too. Not the best, but it definitely was good. I would give this song an 8 out of 10, which is really solid for a debut album from a band from the 80s. And I can't see why they weren't more popular. Well, it's the same thing as, but I feel like Testament, Overkill, and those bands and Exodus are even more popular than Death Angel. Like people even say that those ones should have been in the big four, but you never hear too much about these guys. I wonder why. Even though I have heard of them before, just not as much as some other bands, but they seem great, and I'm glad I checked them out. Thanks for the request, SF Jarhead. So that one was for you. I hope I picked a good enough song. So that's all I got for today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be on Filthy Dan's channel January 22nd with crew member and Filthy Dan. We're going to be talking about the Big Four. If you're into thrash metal like this, check us out January 22nd. I'm going to start putting a link down to his channel in the description just so you guys can find it. And that's all I got for today, guys. Adios.